Some politicians are offering a sanitized, benevolent remembrance of Senator Lindsey Graham. I will not be doing that. For at least the past decade, Graham has proven himself unprincipled and morally bankrupt. Don't believe me? Let's take a look back at Senator Lindsey Graham. Before most politicians believed that Donald Trump had a shot at becoming president, Graham was a never-Trumper.
I'm a never-Trump guy. I never liked him.
Describing Trump as a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot, and a jackass who didn't have a clue about anything. In December of 2015, Graham said of Trump's presidential candidacy, "You want to make America great again?
Tell Donald Trump to go to hell."
When Trump won the presidency and the power that came with it, Graham quickly changed his tune and morphed into one of Trump's most enthusiastic, unprincipled, and morally bankrupt cheerleaders. In 2020, at the height of Black Lives Matter protests, Graham infamously said that Black people, 90% of whom voted Democrat, could go anywhere in South Carolina as long as they were conservative. This highlighted Graham's commitment to his party over the American people, a reoccurring theme. Also in 2020, a photo of Lindsey Graham circulated showing him at dinner with Joe Biggs, an organizer of the Proud Boys, a far-right, neo-fascist, white nationalist group. Graham had previously described the Proud Boys as racist and urged Trump to make it clear Proud Boys is a racist organization antithetical to American ideals. If Lindsey Graham doesn't like racists, why does he look so happy to be sitting at dinner with one? In 2021, following a string of police shootings of unarmed Black men, Lindsey Graham stated that there is no systemic racism in America and pointed to the election of Barack Obama and Kamala Harris as proof. He did not mention the election of the man he called a race-baiting, xenophobic bigot to the presidency of evidence to the contrary. His own principles really fall to the wayside when they don't support whatever point he wants to make in that moment. In February 2016, Supreme Court Justice Scalia passed away, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell refused to allow President Obama to fill the seat, claiming that no Senate should confirm a Supreme Court justice during the last year of a presidency. Obama had 11 months until his second term ended. It is overwhelmingly speculated that McConnell, a conservative Republican, did not want Obama to be able to successfully nominate and seat a Supreme Court justice with a liberal or progressive history. Lindsey Graham supported Mitch McConnell's refusal to approve an Obama-nominated justice, stating,
If there's a Republican president in 2016 and a vacancy occurs in the last year of the first term, you can say, Lindsey Graham said, let's let the next president, whoever it might be, make that nomination, and you could use my words against me, and you'd be absolutely right.
When the time came for Graham to live up to his own stated principles, he abandoned them immediately. In September 2016, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, just 4 months before the end of Donald Trump's first term, and 46 days before the 2020 presidential election, won by Joe Biden. Despite his 2016 promise to not seat a Supreme Court justice in this exact circumstance, which he reiterated in 2018, Graham proved that he will renege on his promises in pursuit of power once again, stating, "I now have a different view of the judicial confirmation process," and he promised to proceed expeditiously to process any nomination made by President Trump. Conservative Justice Amy Coney Barrett was confirmed with Graham's firm support during the last week of October, just a few days shy of 2 months before Donald Trump's first term ended. What happened to those principles and promises, Lindsey? Throughout his years in office, Graham was a fervent opponent to LGBTQ+ rights, opposing marriage equality, gender-affirming care, and advocating against the 2011 repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, a policy which required LGBTQ+ members of the military to hide their sexuality. However, trans author, actress, and advocate Jesse James Rose alleges that while she was a college student, Lindsey Graham paid her for sex work prior to her gender transition. Jesse James Rose wrote in a now viral Instagram post, "It's a canon trans event to have far-right freaks bankrolling you and then turning around and voting against you." I could go on, but this video is already quite long and I'm running out of breath. I say all of this not to speak ill of the dead, but to offer additional context to the laundering of Graham's legacy being offered by people in their rose-colored glasses. As we remember Lindsey Graham, please let me know what your favorite Lady G moments are. If you're not familiar with Lindsey Graham's nickname Lady G, Google it, you're in for a treat. I hope that Lindsey Graham's afterlife is filled with as much peace as he wished for Palestinians when he was alive.